first heard the term sidebar when I was negotiating the multi-billion-dollar TV theatrical contract when I was an officer with SAG-AFTRA. And the sidebar is a sidebar conference in a court of law, a discussion between the lawyers and the judge held out of earshot of the jury. And in the spring of 2020 is when Michael told Archangel Michael, whom I work with in my psychic work, told me that I was going to be doing these readings for you guys here on YouTube, and now is the time. So these sidebars are these little conferences, short little tidbits of information pertaining to a situation going on in your life right now that's going to be my psychic channelings for all the 12 signs, and then we get a little bit of tarot on it, and it's just a little bit of discussion held out of earshot of the people in your life that this pertains to give you a little bit more information as it's guided. So enjoy. Wow, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, your download came in very quickly and very easily. I didn't have to search and find your vibrational frequency and then like get in there and like look around. It was really, it came into me. She played Eddie Vedder. I don't know if you're a fan, I don't know if you're into it, but she played Eddie Vedder, A Big Hard Sun. I think that's what it's called. And a big hard sun, beating on people in a big hard world. I know it from Into the Wild, the Into the Wild soundtrack. And then she showed me the big, got the whole vision. So that's you. You're the sun. You shine bright. Not as bright as Sirius, but I'm just kidding. Take a joke, Leo. So this big hard sun, I feel like, okay, now what I did see, what she did show me with the sun, it was interesting. It's like the sun was shining very bright, but there was like a mist in front of it. There was like a watery, almost like a misty diffuser. So there's something kind of a little bit off about how you're shining, and you're not really getting your rays out. You're not getting your, like the power of your sunlight, all your photons. They're really sort of even maybe distorted from little water droplets or something else. Maybe it's Neptune retrograde. Maybe, I don't know what it is for you personally. I don't have your personal chart in front of me, but there's something going on in your life where you may even believe that you are coming across, or that the rays are hitting, or that the rays are, but it's not landing, or it's befuddled, or it's unclear, or I'm not sure what that is or where that's happening. But that's something for you to know. That's something for you to know that, what I'm seeing for you is this energy of, it's almost like if you can't perceive something, it's like it doesn't exist, right? Okay. There's something that you may not even be perceiving or there's something that you don't know about. There's something you don't know, you don't understand, you don't realize because you can't perceive it, because it's not even in the realm of possibility for you. Yes, it's ego-based. It's a sun. Everything revolves around me. There's something it's like having ketchup on your shirt and being like, well, I'm a Leo, I'm a regal, loyal, friggin' royal lion, and there's no possible way there could ever be anything on my shirt ever. So you don't look down. And even if you'd look down, maybe you'd even have like a weird cognitive dissonance thing where you just don't see it. Like 1492, when the ships created waves and the natives couldn't understand why there are waves, like kind of a thing. There's something in your life that's like that. You're going to have to figure out what it is. I hope you already know. I hope you have already some sort of idea. Oh, look at you. Right there at the bottom of the deck. See, this is where you're able to shine bright like a diamond. But let's see if we can get any other clues from the tarot regarding this message. Big heart, sun. Oh my gosh. That movie Into the Wild, he couldn't, okay, spoiler alert, he couldn't handle like the truth of his family. Like his mind kind of, it's not like it broke, but it did something to him where he left civilization and then died. So he was literally driven out of the realm of normalcy to go on this epic quest, this epic adventure. And this is from The Edge. I freaking love this movie. I'm into wilderness survival and primitive living, which is a step beyond wilderness survival where you can actually live in the wilderness. Anyway, so I love all these movies. But what do they say in The Edge? What does Anthony Hopkins, I think he's a Capricorn and Capricorn Moon. What does he say? We're going to go a little over. I'm okay with that. What's the number one reason why people die in the woods? Alec Baldwin. Why, Charles? They die of shame. Why do they die of shame? Because they didn't do the one thing that could have gotten them out. And what's that one thing, Leos? Thinking. I feel like I've told someone this before. I don't know if it's in a personal reading or one of my Patreon videos or if it was in a different sidebar. I feel like I've said that before though. So if you're hearing it again, it's an extra, okay? So it's kind of like that. It's like in the wilderness, this kind of what I'm describing, this energy for you, Leo, does not fly. You cannot afford to not perceive something. You can't afford to, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll die. You make a mistake. And then that brings me back to Into the Wild. Spoiler alert again. Just the mistake he made. I'm telling you, it's so impersonal. Nature, when you understand that impersonality of life in the wilderness, a moose in the season of this, with all the flies and all the mosquitoes, will run itself off a cliff and not even know it because they're so, and they flip out, they spaz out, and they'll die. They'll go run themselves off a cliff, not even know it. It's not personal. What's going on with you? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Well, this Ace of Pentacles has a lot to say. Oh, ooh. Well, it's time to really perk up, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, because there's something clouding this. You can't see this. You can't see money, wealth, abundance, opportunity, a stable person who's right there to support you. Red flag. A red flag in your own perception. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, Virgo energy, and a lot of yellow again too. So this is hard. It's hard to give you this advice and hard to deliver this message. I feel really responsible, like I have to do this well and do it right, because it's almost like, how do you know what you don't know? How do you ask what you don't know what to ask? How do you get the answer when you don't know where to start? How do you spell the word you can't spell? How do you look up the word you can't spell? It's like that. So it's like, I can't get into every single one of your guys' life and like poke around and figure it out, you know? So it's like, how am I going to guide you to what it is? Thank you. Values. Start with your values. And be really, I don't want to say be overcritical with yourself, but get all Blues Clues, Inspector Gadget, and bring out your big old magnifying glass and really look at it and really look at yourself and really be honest with yourself. Not like you have to be honest with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your boss, or me, or anybody else, but with yourself in your own mind. Yeah, let yourself go there. Let yourself go there, because it could be ego masking some of this stuff, but it could just be that you can't I really feel like it's more honest than that. I feel like it's an honest, you just can't perceive something. You just, did you hear that? That's your confirmation. Okay. I feel like that's going to really help someone, at least one of you out there. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. This is only supposed to be a little snippet, okay? If you guys are looking for more readings, I go live 12 times a week on my Patreon, patreon.com/theartegan. And I do special energy healing readings. I teach classes there, tarot, astrology, and psychic classes. So if you're looking to develop your own psychic ability, that's the place to go. I do work as a professional psychic spy, and I did what I did not want to do. This whole thing started with people really asking me for readings, and I started by doing them for free and saying I'll put them on YouTube if I can do it for free. And then I got more requests, so then I started to, charge money for them, and I put that into the Artegan, the club, and I've had to suspend that for a little bit. But long story short, I'm way overwhelmed. I have way too many. I had to raise my rates, and I didn't want to do that. Did not want to raise my rates, but I had to. So luckily, I'm able to recommend Keen, and the link to that is in the description box below. And they are the largest psychic network in the world. Their rates are so much more doable. So much more doable. And they're psychics. I mean, that's cool. That's way cool. So check them out. Check out Patreon. Oh, if you do check out Patreon, the beginning of them, they charge on the 1st of every month. So they will charge you at the first, even if you hop on in the middle of the month. So, hop on, hop off, toggle up, toggle down for a month or two, toggle off for a month or two, whatever suits your needs. I'm happy that I can have it there and supply that very strange little resource. But if you do hop on in the middle or the later of the month, make sure to go back to all of the content that's already out there. They're all categorized by tags, and you still have access to all of the readings and the channelings that I started putting up there. So you still get a lot. All right, Leos, I love you. Take care, and I will see you next week. Until then, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings.